So Mark 5, the corner is 4:16. The healing of a demon-possessed man. They went across, the disciples and Yeshua went across, and they got out of a boat, and a man with an evil spirit came out from the tombs to meet them. He lived in the tombs. No one could bind him anymore. I guess he was strong. They wanted to bind him with chains. And so they often chained him, his hand and his foot. But he tore out of him. He broke out of him. Irons on his feet. So no one was strong enough to subdue him. Night and day among the tombs and in the hills he cried out, and he cut himself with stones. When he saw Yeshua from the distance, he ran and fell on his knees in front of him. He shouted at the top of his voice, "What do you want with me, Yeshua, Son of the Most High? Swear to me that you won't torture me." For Yeshua had said to him, "Come out of this man, you evil spirit." Then Yeshua asked him, "What is your name?" He said, "Legion." He said, "For we are many." And he begged Yeshua again and again not to send them out of the area. A large herd of pigs was feeding on the nearby hillside, and the demons begged Yeshua, "Send us among the pigs, allow us to go into them." He gave them permission, and the evil spirits came out of him and went into the pigs. The herds was about 2,000 in number, and they rushed down the steep bank into the lake. The pigs did, and they were drowned. Those tending the pigs ran off and reported this in the town and the countryside, and the people went out to see what had happened. When they came to Yeshua, they saw the man that was possessed, and so he was sitting there dressed. So I guess he didn't have clothes on either, but he was dressed and in his right mind. So, and they were afraid. So I don't know why they were afraid if he was already, they had to chain him before. But anyway, those who had seen it told the people, and they had and what had happened to the demon-possessed man, and they told about the pigs as well. Then the people began to plead for Yeshua to leave the region. And I don't know why, because that guy seemed like he was a handful. But anyway, as Yeshua was getting into the boat, the man who had been demon-possessed begged to go with him. Yeshua said, "Go home to your family and tell them how much the Lord has done for you and how he has had mercy on you." So the man went away and began to tell in the Decapolis how much Yeshua had done for him, and all the people were amazed. Possessed by a spirit, an evil spirit, or crazy? That's the question. Destructive, unstable, to be physically retained is when somebody is possessed by an evil spirit. And that can be crazy the way we look at crazy in this society. Destructive, unable to be physically retained. Mental instability. Practices self-harm or always sick. Rebellious against authorities and God. Obsession with the occult. hidden or / secret society. Could be somebody that's in a secret society. That could just be somebody that's possessed, or they go hand in hand, being crazy and possessed. But there are fallen angels that are born fallen angels, which is a demon, fallen one, living within a human's vessel since birth. This is how you'll be able to tell if they're a fallen angel since birth. Lies, they lie, they steal, they're arrogant and haughty behaviors or attitudes, superiority attitudes towards people, dark triad, narcissist. Do your research on that. If they have those like symptoms, then yeah, it's a fallen one. Lack of empathy. There's no way to tell really, because Judas was one of the 12 disciples. Possessed, mad, crazy. The definition is possessed is of a person completely controlled by an evil spirit. Mad and crazy is someone who is completely possessed by some force. See how that kind of is the same? Fun facts. Western European beliefs in demonic possession as a cause of mental disorder has been traced through the medieval and early Western periods. It is an unusual or altered state of consciousness and body behaviors caused by the control of a human's body and mind and its functions by evil spirits. Psalm 5:8-3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. An evil spirit robbed a fetus's body and took control from in the womb. They are wayward and speak lies. That's the biggest telltale sign, is if they lie a lot, then they're fallen ones and they're not possessed and they're not crazy, or they could be crazy and possessed, but they're fallen ones if they lie all the time, or it could be all three.